So, welcome back to my channel. Yes, so today we will be reacting and commenting on my games from last year. We are close to the start of another season of AFC and local football. So I thought this would be a nice thing to do. I will be analyzing things that I did well, what could have been better. I know, I admit, there's things that I should have done better. Hopefully you guys can learn something from it, especially those who are interested in the goalkeeper position. So I'll be talking about not just my experience, but like a few technical things that I think would be very interesting for everyone. So yeah, let's get straight to it. So now we will go to the BG Pathum game. Very eventful game, to say the least.
So Kaya's adventure continues here at the Pathum.
With the first game done, I was just like, coming into this next game, I would say I was confident. Like, coming into this game, I was already confident.
Hand in almost all of his side's goals. 7 of his...
Jove and I were talking about having a picture like this, like with me in the front, because I was wearing a different color, and then everyone would be like a diamond formation, but didn't happen.
Zach Banzen coming in for his second appearance today, the man who came through the youth ranks at Kaya.
They love saying that. I came from the youth ranks. That was a bit of a better ball, but could have been played on the ground too.
Ball forward looking for Surajat. Banzen off his line to punch behind for a goal kick.
I felt like if I caught it, I could have taken it out too and conceded the corner anyway, so I just went for the punch. I think I moved my feet very well there. That's something really important too, just like I talked about how important positioning is, and at the same time, that's why the movement of your feet is very important to get into that position. I love watching the England goalkeeper training videos, and just especially when the coach talks about a certain aspect of training, or I'm trying to learn from it. And there was one video where he was talking about how it's important to, when you're trying to move into position, you take small steps. He called it the micro. So you have to take micro steps, because that's where your power is going to come from. When you've come to the position and you're getting ready for a dive.
Going back towards his own goal. Hasn't seen too much of the ball in his first half, Dylan De Bruyke. He has been one of Kaya's more creative players in that midfield area in the opening 4 games. If they could get the ball to him. He's a driving force with Daiso and Fuji. Banzen quickly off his line. That's a good take by the goalkeeper.
You can see I was disappointed because of the pass I didn't complete, but I think it's also important as a goalkeeper. Once something doesn't go your way, you really have to have like the memory of a goldfish and make sure the next one goes your way. I think it's important not only for yourself, like confidence-wise, but also for your teammates. It's like you put them in a situation where they could be nervous, so you just make sure the next play you do something that would calm them down and restore their confidence. I think it's interesting to talk about like different set styles that different goalkeepers have. You'd see some goalkeepers going for the arm swing behind. It could help with the momentum. Top goalkeepers do this. Kepa does it a lot. Courtois, De Gea also. Mike Casas. You really have to time it well, and of course they have it down. They wouldn't be doing it consistently if it's not something that they know how to do consistently. I think I just never got used to it, and as you can see here, as I travel and I take those micros, my hands are just in front of me, and I realized just watching videos, like when I'm in training, I don't realize it, but apparently my hands are like kind of facing down sometimes. Something to note. Just a random thought. Sometimes actually backing off or staying in the line can be an advantage. And just to make it clear, it's not an advantage every time, which is why it's important also to know when to close down and when to like go forward. But sometimes, as you can see there, I kind of microed backwards in order to give myself more reaction time for the header. And headers are tricky, but sometimes it's just hard to adjust just because it's coming from a different area.
Almost fell for Tirasil. Sarak went for the curler, hits Rota, and driven across inside of the post and back into the arms of Banzan. What a chance. Closest they've come to a goal so far. First shot on the arm was by the side of his body, then Surachat's follow-up off the inside of the post, and well, it could have gone anywhere, and it's bounced straight back into the arms of Zach Banzan. Bit of good fortune for Kaya in their own penalty area.
I think if you watch the replay, it's also important how I was able to move my shoulder up, because if I didn't and I just stayed down like this, I would have hit my shoulder and it would have either went in goal or could have gone to the path of Tirasin. But since I was able to move my shoulder up a bit, I was able to bounce down instead of out, and it bounced, hit my hand, took the pace off it, and I was able to recover. As a goalkeeper, you love that stuff.
Help out. And here come BG at the other end. Diogo's ball across. It's the substitute. Sirod brought down by the goalkeeper. Free kick's gone the other way. Foul on Banzan. Fury straight away from the Philippines players. Angeles has got the captain's armband on after Bedik's substitution at half-time. He's caught him right on the head. It's a nasty one, Banzan. He had a right to go for it. Completely missed his kick, Sirod. Banzan took a nasty blow to the side of the head.
At this point, it was already raining, pitch was slippery. When Diogo crossed the ball low, it was going fast, but I stuck with it. And as soon as it went past the face of the goal, it started slowing down. And I was running, I was thinking, I had this. I was really confident that it was my ball and that I could get there. Which, eventually I did. I got my hands on the ball. So, after I got hit, I couldn't move my head like this. So, in the latter parts of the game, I think it was still 0-0, or maybe in the latter parts of the game, still 0-0. I was trying to see how many minutes was left. I'd literally have to physically turn my whole body to look at the screen and the clock behind me. It was so fun. I couldn't do this. I couldn't just speak. We had to do that. Well, he's really nice. After the game, it was all smiles. Really happy guy. Went to me and hugged me. He was apologizing a lot for what happened. I didn't even know. After the game, I was just walking to the bench and they were talking about a black eye. I was like, huh? I have a black eye? I didn't even know because, of course, there's no mirrors or anything. But yeah, so I mean, that's probably why Sirod was apologizing so much, because he probably saw the red marks on my head. He was really saying sorry a lot. He was hugging me. I was like, oh, it's okay. He had every right to go for it. We both had every right to go for it. It's a 50-50 that, just happens sometimes. I think, of course, as a goalkeeper, you have to be 100% sure that you're going to get there if you're going there.
Sirod. Mitchell straight against Sirod. Looked like a hint of handball. Jodrak blocked again by Banzan's chest, and it gathers at the second attempt. I think that'll go down as their first shot on target. It's gone to Jodrak. Again, he's been a little bit fortunate there, the goalkeeper. The ball's just popped away from him and out in front.
What I realized, I don't know if it was just this game or if it's me in general, but when I take my set position, like I'm really low. And you can see my legs are a bit wide. I have like a wide stance sometimes when I set, which I feel like is a bad thing sometimes. And the ball was coming to me at like around chest height. That's why I started like this. But then at the same time, wait, I was like low just in general. At the split second, you think also the condition that's wet, like you don't want to take any chances with a low shot like that. So I tried to turn it into a scoop. I was able to take enough pace off of it so that the recovery was an easy one for me.
Point might not be good enough, especially with Olsen to play on the final day. Here's Sarak, driven in again, good save Banson. Won't have seen that till late. Turn behind for the corner. Sarak has fired in a couple of good efforts already in this game. That's the one, or the best one so far. Creeping in that bottom corner. Took a deflection as well after breaker, which was spinning into that bottom corner. Good save by Banson.
This happened so fast. I didn't even know like it was deflected. But again, the importance of positioning. Since I was in a good position already and I was ready to save the ball, it was an easy deflection to deal with. Again, positioning is really key. The camera didn't catch it, but here, Simone gave me the armband. And when he was giving it, when he got it from Michi and he started walking towards me, like I was like really cool about it. Looking back, I was like, okay, put it on me. He was putting it in, and Simone looked at me, was like, Zach. We looked each other in the eye, and it was like, we were just like, yeah. I think we just had that understanding that, yeah, let's keep going. We're doing so well. Just keep playing this way. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get that point. We didn't have to say a word. It was just like it's just like, Zach. We nodded at each other. The resulting fair play, so they threw it back to me, or they gave it back to me. I was trying to waste a bit of time, as you can see, and then Diogo got so mad at me. I was trying to just like not pay attention to him, but I could hear him shouting at me. He was so mad, like, my friend, why you do this? Just play. Why are you doing this?
So, no cross is the shout from the bench. Chatry, Sirod, just headed wide.
See, again, that was me shouting no cross, by the way. But the commentator thought it was the bench.
Just see that red mark on the side of Banson's face. That was the collision that he had with Sirod about 15-20 minutes ago when he needed some treatment. Looks like a nasty bruise on the side of his eye. Hopefully not hindering him too much, because he's got a corner to defend here. Banson came a long way for that one, had to backtrack. Sarak! Oh, he's found a way through! And Sarak from the edge of the area.
That first ball, I feel like I could have gone for it. The second ball, I was able to recover my position well. The way I moved from where I was from the first ball to this position, I think I'm in a good position. The problem was I couldn't see a thing. Like my position relative to the goal is good, relative to the ball is good, but I couldn't see a thing. I couldn't see where the ball was because there's so many people in front of me. It's like, so what ended up happening was, and you can see in this replay, when he's about to shoot, I'm midway through a step to the left. Because what happened was, since I wasn't able to see anything, I knew the ball was here. I took a chance and I guessed. I knew he was going for the shot. I couldn't see anything, so I was okay. maybe he was gonna go far post. I took a step to the left, and then the ball ended up going to my right. I kept thinking to myself, if I went right, would I have been able to save it? Or if I stayed and I didn't gamble that it was going left, would I have saved the shot on the right? Maybe, maybe not. But I guess it shows also like the really small decisions you make in the game can make or break everything.
It's a good ball down the line. Space in the middle now. Can they get another? Banson makes a good save. Sirod was waiting for that to be played across, but
I feel like the 1v1s when they're breaking through from the side is the 1v1 from there is like quite difficult too, because of course they can just square it and someone can tap it in. Yeah, a lot of goalkeeping is just trying to increase the percentage, increasing the chance of the save, and just reading the situation. And I feel like at this moment, at that situation, it was the right decision to close down.
another awkward one for the defenders. Rutter sent that right back towards his own goal. Good leap by Banson, who got up ahead of Tunez. And then Banson foul by Tunez.
Oh, shouting, no foul, no foul.
And Hyundai, don't forget, after that yellow card a moment or so ago. Fairly comfortable for the goalkeeper on that occasion.
I definitely could have moved my feet there or changed the position of my hand, but you know, it was still a save to make. It was still a relatively clean save, so yeah, that's it. Definitely have a lot to work on. You know, some of these little details which make a huge difference. Of course, my distribution, my kicking, and just reading the game has to improve. And it's something, and like I said, it's something that I believe will improve because I am confident in myself and I know that I will really work on it, and I'm excited to work on it. But yeah, hope you guys learned something about goalkeeping. Hope you guys appreciate it more, and I hope it was enjoyable for you guys. And yeah, let me know what you think below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.